Kobe, probably the thing I was the most impressed with is he was able to find a way to energize, motivate, and uplift himself massively through every day. And because he was able to do that, he was able to energize, he was able to uplift, he was able to motivate himself in order to move into that direction with massive energy. Not, I really should do this. No, it's like, let's do that. It's one of the things I teach in my training. You know, I teach people every day you have to make a decision. Either you're going to take back your energy and control your energy, or the low vibration energy is going to come around and try to control you. It's either one or the other every day. So when you make a decision, you know, I a line that says, I've decided I'm committed to taking back my energy to high vibration now. A big hand clap. It's that kind of intensity. That's energy. It's not just a thought. It's an energy. It's a feeling. It's an emotion. And that energy propels you one direction or the other. So if you're conscious about moving that forward, you'll move forward. If you're like, that's an energy. It's a weak energy. And all weakness goes into low vibration energy. All weakness goes into low vibration energy. Because when you're weak, you can be dominated. When your immune system is weak, the viruses, God forbid, the germs can take advantage of you. When your mental energy is weak, the low vibration energy can do a number on you, try to pull you with low vibration energy thoughts. So we want to stay strong, but you want to stay strong in alignment, not faking it, but in alignment. So when you're in a high vibrational energy and you're in that high vibe frequency, that frequency is strong. Your energy is strong. People are picking it up. They're picking up your energy. Remember what I said at the beginning of the broadcast? Your thoughts and emotions and behaviors aren't a secret to you. You think they are. Oh, I don't. People know what I'm thinking. But it generates an energy, and that energy people pick up on. In fact, there's some people who can pick on it. Women have the amazing intuition. They can pick things up just like this, usually twice as fast as a man can. They can get what it's all about. They know whether you're confident, you're not confident. They know whether you know what you're doing, you don't know what you're doing. You know, they know. How do they know? Talk about energy, women's intuition. That's energy all to himself. But this last point is that Kobe was able to do what we do in energy awareness training, to be able to create, to energize, to motivate, and uplift. And not only did he do that for himself, he did that everywhere he went. Everywhere he went, he uplifted the energies just by being who he was. Because he was in that frequency, he was able to transfer that frequency to other people. You know, I saw a video of him speaking to kids at the USC gym. I mean, the kids went nuts for him, like he was a rock star. You know, they just loved the guy so much. And everything he'd say, I mean, talk about having a crowd eating out of the palm of your hand. That's what they did for Kobe. Why? Because they felt his energy. They felt, here's a guy who knows where he's going. Here's a guy who's committed to excellence. Here's a guy who won't take any BS excuses. He wants to be the best. He wants to be extraordinary. And he wants to lift everybody else around him too. Did you know that he got into a fist fight with Shaquille O'Neal? A fist fight with Shaquille O'Neal. Now, Kobe's 6'6", but Shaquille's 7 foot, 300 pounds, right? I thought, oh my gosh, got into a fist fight with Shaq? How'd that happen? Kobe said, because I called Shaq out because he was dogging it. He wasn't giving 100%. And I called him on it. I says, you're lazy. I says, you're dogging it. You know, and he says, I let him have it. I let him get it. You know, I was trash talking him for good reason. And finally, when he grabbed me, he started swinging. I started swinging, and luckily none of the blows connected. We were separated, and I didn't back down. I said, I'll take you on anywhere, because the truth is on my side. I'm giving it 100%. We're giving it 100% here, and you're only giving 80%. That's not acceptable. You're big and you're lazy. You need to step up your game. Can you imagine saying to Shaquille O'Neal, you got to step up your game, you lazy lug? Kobe said it to him, and he didn't like it. But you know what? After he stepped up and they won the finals, and after they won the finals, Shaq came up to Kobe and he said, thank you. Thank you for getting in my face. Thank you for calling me out. Thank you for reaching down and pulling out another part of me, another place of excellence that I wasn't using, that I didn't know that I had. You saw it and you pulled it out of me, and you identified that I was dogging it in some ways. He goes, I wasn't aware of it, but you pulled it out, and I didn't like it, and I hated you for it, and now I love you for it. Cool story, huh? The day that Shaq and Kobe got into a fist fight. So that's what he did. He raised the energy of everybody around him. That's what you call an influencer. Those are the greats. Whatever field that they're in, whether it's sports or whether it's music. Pavarotti was an influence. He was a singer, an opera singer. Most people aren't into opera, but Pavarotti was so good, and he had so much energy and so much love in his heart that he pulled people into opera. He made people go. People said, I don't know what opera is, but if that guy's an opera singer, I want to find out about it. That's an influencer. That's somebody who transcends their occupation with so much high vibrational energy that it just pulls people in. They want to be a part of it. They love it. People just flock to them. Nelson Mandela had that. Oprah has that. People love Oprah. They just love the energy that she is. Now, yeah, she's been on TV for a while, but she's been off the mainstream TV. People love that. They love being around people who struggle, who have been down, who've been on the floor, who have been oppressed, and have risen up to enormous amounts of success. And they transcend it. What does Oprah do now? She spends a lot of time. She spends most of her time now promoting things that uplift people. In her stories, she's actually on a lecture tour. I went to one of her seminars. That was a while back. Girlfriend I was going out with, she had an extra ticket, and she asked me if I wanted to go. I said, sure. There were 20,000 people there and about 10 guys. It was mostly girls, but I'm glad I went. I'm glad I went to go see her, because when she walked on the stage, it was the same thing like Kobe. It transcended who they were and brought them to a whole nother level. And I'll never forget, she was taking questions at the end, and it was like a love fest. It was just like a love fest for people. It was your crowd. There's so much love going through there. This woman stood up and she said, Oprah, I just want to tell you, I've always admired your judgment on shoes. You wear the best shoes, and today I see the shoes you got on, and they are beautiful. And I just want to thank you and just acknowledge you for that. So what did Oprah do? She said to the woman, and this woman was in the back. This is the Shrine Auditorium in LA, huge theater. She's in the back of it. She says, come up to the stage. Come up to the stage. She said, right, come up to the stage. So everybody's going, what's going to happen? She's walking to the front, walking to the front, walking to the front. She gets and Oprah, she gets to the foot of the stage. And Oprah takes off her shoes and gives them to her. So, here you go. Hey, you like my shoes? Here you go. Now, the woman almost fainted. She was so happy, and the crowd just went nuts. Now, what was that about? It was about an influencer trying to uplift and love all the people around them. And that's what she did with this woman. For Oprah, it's just another pair of shoes. But for this woman, it made her day. So these are what the greats do. And I want to encourage you to be one of the greats. I'm trying to be one of the greats. I want to encourage you to be one of the greats, to be so good at what you do that you naturally, wherever you go and whatever you do, you uplift people, you inspire people to be their best. You remind them of what's good about them, about what's strong about them. And you get them out of looking at their weaknesses and their struggles, and you realign them to all that's good and the best part of us as people. That's the power. That's the power that we all want. And we all start wherever we're at, uplifting people with the kind word, with the hug. I uplift them with the flower sometimes, doing these broadcasts, anything that you can do to be of service and to take all that's good about you and share it with other people. And that's what Kobe did. And that's number 10, the ability to energize, motivate, uplift himself to create such a standard of excellence that he brought other people up there with him.